Hello and welcome to What Map, the map review show for Cities Skylines. There are tens of thousands of maps in the workshop now, and so finding the right one for your next build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review one, using our 5-star rating for aesthetics, detail and gameplay potential, awarding only the very best the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to Saturday's What Map. BonBon here, how are you doing? Now there's going to be a change in format today, and we'll now be incorporating What themes, so we become your one-stop shop for everything workshop. Now today's map is based on a very beautiful area around the Rockies in Canada. And then during the interval we'll be having a look at a controversially decorated roundabout. And then to close we'll be jumping across over to What theme and having a look at 4 different themes, all using the realistic LUT. So that's something to look forward to, hence the extra long show. Now also controversial is the name of today's map, and to be honest with you I'm only going to say this once. It's Minnewanka by Bringer of Fire, and because I'm not comfortable I'm now going to call this Pint-Sized Trump. So today's map is Pint-Sized Trump by Bringer of Fire. There is your start square. Seems okay. Plenty of water access and plenty of build plane there as well. And then your resources are painted in. So this is a map for the decorator, not for the vanilla player. And also notice most of the 25 tiles are, well, unusable. Now, your workshop page, there's quite a lot to subscribe to. I mean, when I say quite a lot. If you're running a clockwork computer, this is not going to be the map for you. But if you've got something with a little bit of oomph, then maybe this is the way to go. One way or another though, you probably want to have a look just to take in the sights of the Canadian Rockies. And look at that mountainscape in the background. Is that striking or what? What? Oh, it is, yes. Right, now this bridge seems a little bit low, and when you've got low bridges there's always a risk of streetlights clipping through, but there are none, which is good work. Look at the trees there, look at the choice of trees, and the grasses. Nice decoration there. Very, 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 very nice decoration. Now if we just go off the beaten track for a moment, we'll have a look at down this national road, and this just cuts off to the fog down there past a few fields, so we'll head back to the highway. Just wanted to show you that as we were there. Now the highways I have a slight grumble with. Oh, here's another potential start location, and this isn't the start square either, and I've got a feeling it might have some trouble handling weight of traffic, but that's just me. Tell me if you think I'm wrong, of course, but yeah, it just seems the traffic running through there, single lane, could be a bit of a problem. We head down to this intersection, and once again nice decoration around the intersections just to keep it looking sprightly. Any clipping there, and the street lights are okay. No, it's okay. See, this is good work from Bringer of Fire. And now we're heading off into the valley. Now I've got some slight issue with the glitching between the 2 highways. I would either have the highways a little closer together or a little further apart. I find it's just a little bit ugly for me. That is just a bit, and it is fixable. It takes time, but it is fixable. And there we are. I thought that was a bit horrible, but it's fine, perfectly good. But if you have a look here, street lights clipping through. And that I suspected that was going to happen at some point on the map, and we found it. Anyway, that heads off to the fog, and if we go down here, I want to show you this, because this is a very lovely little area. Look at that view. How beautiful is that? Just out of nowhere. And sometimes vistas like that, framed by the mountains, are just worth taking a breath and having a look. Once again, this isn't the start square, this is just somewhere that you can just start off, somewhere separate, somewhere different, because this isn't going to be a vanilla map. That said, it is still going to be judged with vanilla in mind, because that's what maybe you will be wanting, and certainly a lot of players will want to play to vanilla rules. Over to this bridge. Now this bridge, nicely tooled, obviously stretched out using Move It tool, and perfectly aligned, perfectly straight, a good height. There's no shipping route under there as well, you'd be pleased to know, so no problems there either. I think that's quite a nice bridge actually. So, and a vanilla bridge as well, so there we are. Still glitching down the central highway, and then we get to this low pass bridge. Fine with that, that's all good. Nicely tooled across here as well. And then we've got glitching to the highways again. Oh dear. And then this intersection, which is, it looks a little untidy, but it's actually quite smoothly done. And I don't have a problem with there. So you got a start location over there, a start location over there, but neither of those are the start square either. Where is the start square, you say, BonBon? Where is it? Well, it's here, where there is no intersection provided, and because the roads are so close together, you're going to have to do some demolishing to be able to get your intersection into place. So I think that's just missing a trick there. I think an intersection in place would have helped a little bit for those wanting to play to vanilla rules. Oh well, we'll follow this road off. Where are we going now? I don't know. Now this bridge is pretty nice. First of all, look at that, very straight and everything, yeah. And then if we go down and have a look underneath, yeah, we've got an asset under there, and that is very, very, well, demure. It's hardly even noticed. And look at the water. Look at that. That is one of Icanya's themes, and my goodness me, you are a clever boy, aren't you? Anyway, this one then goes off to the fog down that way, just parallel with the highway. So shall we follow the highway instead? I think we probably should. So yeah, over this gorge and then off to the fog that away. Right, what's next is the rail. Now we've got a couple of separate rail routes. This is the short one that doesn't go very far. This cuts through the fields into one of these tunnel assets. And then if we cut through to the other side, very nicely done, I've got to say, in terms of tunnels. Very happy with that. Couldn't have done much better with that if I'd done it myself. In fact, I wouldn't have done it so well if I'd done it myself. And down here, and it dead ends. Okay, no problem with that. A little bit of detailing around there too. Don't know what train they're waiting for, but they'll be waiting a long time. Right, and then if we follow the second one, now this is the route that goes right the way through the map, so we'll be able to take in some more of these details. This is another bridge over that gorge, and once again we've got an asset underneath there as well, and that's quite a nice bridge. Very, very pretty. Very pretty. I think the brickwork probably a little bit too chunky, but still very nice though. We got level crossing with only one gate. That's pretty good to see. And then dangerous, but pretty good to see. Now this is really nice. Okay, this bridge is perfect. Yes, it's curving. The uprights are in the right places. It's tooled in at the right levels. You couldn't have done that any better at all if you tried. Oh, we'll head off now. I want that vista. Look at the vista. Deary, deary, deary me. Those mountains, crikey. It's amazing work. It is amazing work. Because you've got to remember, this build plane that we're on here is only, about a third of the map? If that. A lot of the map is completely unusable for build. Even with terraforming, you're still going to struggle to do an awful lot away from here. Now, we've got some grassing that wants to get onto the rail line. I don't have a problem with that. Grass is on the rail line. I mean, these things do get weedy. They do get weedy, and we've got some more wanting to encroach there. Because we've got no catenaries, there's no problem with any clipping into the live wires either. But say, I'm all happy with that. Once again, a lovely bridge here as well, raised across. When we come off though, if we have a look here, we've got grass now. This is grass glitching through. This is elevated. And that for me, that I can't forgive. That isn't grass growing, that's grass growing through, and it just doesn't. That is clearly a glitch rather than a potentially real thing, an overgrown line. Anyway, we'll follow this one. Once again, this is perfectly lovely. No problem with this line at all. and smoothly does it around this way. The curves aren't too tight. I'm very happy with all of those. And once again, we've got some grasses only got onto the line, but that is perfectly good. And again over here, and that's perfectly good and perfectly. I don't have any problem with any of that. It was just that bridge, the elevated bit. That was glitching through. Oh, that got my goat. It got my goat. I want my goat back. Can somebody find my goat? It's got horns and a bell, and his name is Simon. Well, look, it's a perfectly fine name for a goat. What are you having a go at me for? Ah, look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So lovely. I digress. We go down to the woods again, and through the woods, and bear off to the right. We're getting very close to today's asset review. Prepare, it's controversial. It is controversial. It's today's quirky asset of the day, and it's Crossroads. That's apparently Crossroads by doriangsanek. Now this is, I don't know why it's Crossroads, it's a roundabout. Two-way roundabout, and this lady here, I think her name is Minnie, and I'm not sure what she's doing to herself. I think maybe she's got a bit of meat in her teeth, or a bit of corn or something, and she might have a bit of an itchy bottom or something like that. But remember the name of today's map, and her name is Minnie. That's what I think is going on here, and I think today's show is going to be, well, probably censored by YouTube pretty soon. I don't know how long this is going to be on the forum. It might on the forum, on the workshop. I don't know how long it's going to be on there. I suspect it's not very long, and it may already have been taken down. But there we go. That's Crossroads by doriangsanek, today's controversial asset of the day. And back to Pint-Sized Trump, the map. This is your shipping routes. You've got one that comes up and dead ends here. Not too close to the bridge, lovely. This one that comes in here and dead ends, and this one goes all the way down to the... this one here, sorry. This one here comes all the way in here and dead ends in there. Everything there is perfectly fine. Water flow. Now, water flow, is everything good? We've got a little bit of water flow here. This is, it's going upstream. Okay, so that's upstream that way. There's your water source. That's why there's some upstream in the opposite direction, because of that water source. Okay, well, ignore that. That's, nobody's going to be doing too much up there, but beware if you're putting your sewage up that end. And then we've got everything's flowing downstream from this direction. This is fine. Is this going downstream? Yes, that's good. Still downstream and still flowing down the stream. Down the stream. Row, row, row your boat. Yes, everything's still downstream. Oh, no, now we're going upstream. That, oh, dearie me, missus. So that's, okay, that's downstream. That's upstream. So somewhere in that area, your sewage is going to congeal. And that's right bang in the middle of the map. Admittedly, you're not going to be doing much building around that, so perhaps that's the place you want the sewage to amass away from your build plane. But, ugh. What are you trying to do? Pollute the Rockies? What's going on? Now, the rivers are really glorious, actually. They feel like proper rivers. The banks are varying, they're wide, they're narrow, you've got different sizes of riverbank. You've got sharp, you've got trees up to the edge, and then you've even got some rapids here. Look at this, the way this has been done. Now you can see the rocks clipping through there. No rocks visible there, but you can imagine there's some right under the surface, can't you? You really can. That looks like it's really busy underneath that. Somewhere for your canoe, or for me to park my canoe, because I'm not going canoeing anywhere. See, I have a canoe. His name's Simon as well. I get him mistaken for my goat all the time. Now, this is a beautiful area down here, by the way. This is the water source that's backstreaming on itself, but this is just beautiful down here. Look. And then you can put up your little boat there as well. And then you've got the forests to go hunting. But not for my canoe. Leave my canoe alone. Right, so this is very lovely. Very, very lovely. Right, what haven't we looked at? So, oh, the mountains. Now, the mountains, like I say, 2/3 of the map are these. These are stunning work. I don't know if they're a bit samey, though. I mean, okay, mountains. They are going to be a bit samey, but they all seem very, very similar height to each other. They all seem very similar designs to each other, if you can design a mountain. And I don't know. I would like to see, I don't know, some variation or something. Anyway, we've got these lovely valleys in between. If you can get a road into them, like this road here, brings you down to that little build plane there. But getting in between them, well, they're there for backdrop. And if they're there for backdrop, why are they in the middle of the map? Well, that's the creator's decision, and I cannot fault him, even though I wouldn't have done that myself. Got a little bit of farm detailing here, and over here we've got the old prop line plants, cabbages possibly there, and these bushes down here as well, all very, very nicely done. The islands are very good as well, very flat, not much to say. But for me, it's the rivers. I mean, these shallow rivers. Admittedly, this is the theme as much as anything, but the water control there, keeping it as slow and as gentle and as trickly as that is very, very difficult. Very difficult. We'll come up this way as well. Have a look at this one. This one's a little bit faster, not much. And we've got a little bit of a waterfall situation going on here, and I think this is a great place to end today's review. Aesthetically, I don't know what's stopping me giving it a fifth star. It might just be the sameness of the mountains. That said, I think it's definitely worth 4 stars at the very least. Detailing across the whole, it's pretty good. It's 4 stars. So I'll settle this camera in a second. It's definitely worth 4 stars. One or two glitchy bits like the clipping lamppost. Gameplay potential, tricky one. The off-center build planes and whatever. I'm gonna give this just the 3 for gameplay potential, but I know a lot of you are gonna love it. So there you go. It's Pint Size Trump by Bringer of Fire, and that is today's map of the day. Well, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing, but don't go away just yet, because now we are going to go into What Theme, which I'm going to try and merge into What Map from now on in. Now today's 4 themes are the ones that have been highlighted this week during What Theme, and I thought I'd put them all together with the realistic LUT. I was going to put it together with the vanilla LUT, but I think it's better off with at least a half decent LUT to show them off. So anyway, I'll leave you with What Theme with Chira Coast, Realistic 1.5.5, Temperate, Black Rock Mountain and Project Monaco. Have an absolutely great day, and I'll see you on Monday for another map in the What Map series. See you soon, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye now.